Welcome back. We are back here at the back side of the hide, which I don't believe I've ever showed you guys, but got a pretty decent little campsite set up back here, and it is ridiculously cold. So me and my buddy Josh, which of course he's the only one crazy enough to do this stuff with me, but usually try and do a few cold weather camps a year, and it is 21 degrees out here. This is January 4th. We are ahead of a winter storm that's moving into southern Indiana, so we figured we better get it out of the way while we could. But I wanted to go over what I would consider to be the best backpacking tent under $100. And I know Ozark Trail gets a pretty bad rap. However, I have had this little tent for probably going on 6 years now. And it has been on so many hikes, so many camps, it's not even funny. And it's still kicking. There's no rips, no seams destroyed, no leaks, no nothing. And the thing that I've kind of ran into is that, you know, we're always looking for better gear, better stuff. But for what this thing weighs and how I have it configured in my pack, I haven't found anything that's any better. That's kind of the crazy thing. You have an enclosed tent. Now I do wish it had some ventilation up top, because you do got to be careful. If you sleep in real cold weather in this, it will start to, you'll get some moisture up top here, so you got to be mindful of that. So I just let the roof or the top of the door vent a little bit while I'm sleeping, and that's kind of cleared that up a little bit. But here is the model number of the tent. Right there is sleeps 1, but I can tell you myself, I can put myself and my 8 or 7-year-old son in here, and we have plenty of room. And I'm 6 foot, and I can lay end to end with no problem at all. And as you can see, I can set up in the middle of this just fine, and there's more than enough room. I have enough room on either side. I can put my boots, any gear. I usually keep my sidearm next to me back here. It does have a little pouch that you can put some stuff in, but it does have a vent in the back, but it doesn't vent very well. There is an additional pole that you can use to kind of move this out, but it's added weight, so I just never really kept it. But is what I do is I will take this and I will only put the canvas part of the tent in the storage bag. I push it all the way down, and I'll post a picture of this too, inset. And then I kind of twist it around, and then I'll pull it over itself all the way down, and it makes this package about that big. And I can put this all in my pack. It makes it really easy to carry. And then this tent only needs 2 poles. So you have the large center pole here, and then you have a central pole that goes side to side. It kind of keeps it spread out. And then your 4 pole pegs on all 4 corners. So you just take your 4 corners, pin them in the ground, put your center pole in, and take and put this pole, and you're good to go, man. And this thing only weighs a little over 2 pounds, all with the poles and the tent. So that's kind of the thing I've ran into, is that I haven't found anything any better. So for under $100, and this thing just keeps going. Like I said, you want to talk about a long-term review. I've had this thing going on 6 years now, and it is still, I mean, as you guys can see inside, it's dirty as all get out. It's definitely well loved, but it's still 100% functional. So nonetheless, if you're looking for a little backpacking tent, you know, a single tent, kind of get you going, and have full enclosure. That's kind of what I like about this too. You're fully enclosed. So if it does rain, which I've been through with this too, you're completely dry. There's no issues at all. And you've got a pretty good built-in tarp at the bottom, so keep stuff from getting in there as well. That seam is pretty high, so you don't have to worry about water leaking in. All the seams are sealed. I mean, really hard to beat. And I want to say that I think these are like, these maybe are, they're less than $50, I bet. I can't remember what price was when I got this, but it's been a heck of a value, let me tell you. I've definitely got my money's worth out of it. But yeah, it should be a fun night. I think it's supposed to get down into the teens, maybe a little cooler tonight, but big enough fire. Got the new fire pit made over the summer, so took some landscaping blocks and mortar and got that all situated and good to go. So we'll be able to get us a nice fire, and got us some big hunks there to throw on when we finally decide to lay down, be able to keep warm. And you know, nice fire. I've got some steak to cook on the fire tonight, and there's a bottle of Weller's bourbon. You know, what more could you ask for? So if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Really do appreciate all of you all watching. Here's to a hopefully an exciting 2025. Look forward to interacting with you all as much as possible. And as always, shoot straight. Later.